We're taking it back to 1984.
Say we came to party.
We came to party.
It's the jam.
Yo, man, yo, Biden. Yo, Wax, so what's up with that?
Crazy Styles. No biters allowed. It's the iconic and legendary Beat Street. This is when hip-hop culture, it was at its finest. What's up, guys? Today, we're gonna talk about biters. Now, a lot of y'all hip-hop heads, every hip-hop head from back in the day, from Foundation, you know what a biter is, and you know what biting styles are. But for those of you who don't know, it's when hip-hoppers would take from other hip-hoppers whatever element they were involved in, and you're basically taking some of their style, or you're taking all their style, or you're copying it and you're using it for your own. Okay, so it could be with rhyming. You're stealing somebody's rhymes and using them for your own. It could be their rhyme style, their cadence, their pattern, their voice, and you're using it for your own. Same thing with dancers, taking dance steps, flows, vibes, moves, and you're using it as your own. It can go from anything to the DJing, to the graffiti, to the styles, the fashion. That's biting, when you take and you use it for your own and it's not your own. Back in the day, guys, you couldn't do that in hip-hop. It would even lead to violence, and I'm sure some of you know.
I project my voice so it's right in the crowd. There's a sign at the door, no biting allowed.
You had to be really original. So I wanted to bring up this topic today because I was watching the movie Beat Street recently, and the topic of biters came up, and I said, I think there's an angle here that I want to touch upon, and it's just kind of interesting. You remember the lady who was Tracy, played by the beautiful Ray Dawn Chong, and then you remember Kenny, the brother of Lee, Kenny, who was a DJ. I see in there that there was two sets of where this biting came about between the two of them, and I found that it was kind of interesting because it's almost like they had this love-hate relationship at different points in the movie, and I want to touch upon it. So you remember when Lee and the Beat Street crew went to battle the Rocksteady crew at the club for that iconic breakdance battle? Probably some of the best that we've ever seen. It's a legendary battle. Many of you know it. If you don't know it, go see it. Go watch the movie to see it and see how things started out to get to the mainstream in this great production and this amazing battle with amazing music. So anyways, you remember that when Lee was dancing, Tracy was like really taken aback by it. She was loving it. She was very elated. You could see it on her face. And after the battle, she approached Lee.
Hi, I'm Tracy Cost from City Con.
So Lee is this younger guy being approached by, she's a little bit older than him, right? She's a grown woman, and she's approaching him, this beautiful woman, and basically I think she was like asking for his number, and she's like, bigging him up about how great he was and everything. He must have been so flattered. The way they put that in the movie there was kind of crazy at the time.
You're a wonderful breaker.
You like it?
I like you a lot. Here, would you give me your phone number?
So anyways, you remember that later on, Lee and his brother and the crew went down to meet Tracy at, what was it, the theater that she was at with the production that she was doing, the dancers and the music. So you remember that scene where they were like walking in? then how Lee went on the stage and he was busting his moves, getting down, and they were all loving it. And then after it was done, it was kind of like Lee and the crew, thanks for coming down, thanks for showing your stuff, but we got to get this production back on the go. But Lee felt like maybe he was going to be a part of the production.
My brother ain't here to be in your show.
I'm afraid this performance is limited to our students.
We don't know what was said. It's kind of left out, but he at least wanted to see the videotape.
What happened? I don't understand.
We're too busy now.
Wait a minute. He can't see the tape?
Because they were videoing him. You remember that? They were videoing what he was doing. And you can see the cameraman. He was hoping to either be in the production or at least bare minimum be able to see the videotape, right? But none of that could happen at the moment. And then you remember his brother Kenny got mad.
I mean, later y'all be showing people how you down with breaking, and that's bullshit.
He said to Ray Don Chong, "You're like all the biters.
You just like all the biters. They just take a bite and leave the rest."
You just see something that you want and you just take it for yourself, right? So I thought that was an interesting moment. She's not a hip hopper, but he's saying that you're like a biter. Ramo, he got the video cassette and he gave it to Kenny. And they were all like, "Wow, you took our videotape."
Hey, our tape!
No, let him have it.
Then after that, you remember how Ray Don Chong somehow ended up going to their crib? How did she know where they lived? I mean, I know she got his number, but maybe he also gave the address. But that would have been kind of crazy for a young guy to give his number and his address to like this older woman who he doesn't even know. You know what I mean? But anyways, that's here nor there. You remember how the mother, Kenny's mother, answered the door, and Ray Don Chong or Tracy was like, "Is Lee here?" He's not there, but his brother is there. Obviously having this confrontation with the brother. Now she's like, "Okay, well, I'll speak to him." And you saw how that happened. She kind of went into the room there. He was super shocked to see her. If looks could kill, the way they were looking at each other.
You wrecked my class with some bullshit about me taking a bite out of your brother and leaving the rest.
She was stating that, I'm not trying to steal from your brother. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not like a biter.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm not a taker and I'm not a user.
When he was sitting down talking to her after that, he was saying, how he likes to use different sounds in his music, right?
I tape anything I think sounds good.
And then he played the tape, and it was the tape of her music, the music that was being used when Lee and Kenny went down, when they walked into the theater to see her, and the music that was playing that, the whole production was dancing to, it was that music.
That's my piece.
I mean, you wrote that?
And now he was taking something from her. So I found that interesting. So now, in a sense, that's like this biting thing, right? Where he had claimed that she was doing that, like that she was like a biter. Now he was taking from her, and he was kind of being like a biter, right? But of course, they're both in different worlds, right? Like she's not hip hop and he is, and everything. So I just found that very interesting, and I wanted to bring up that point. I wanted to get your thoughts, guys, on that. Just a little quick video. Beat Street, I love it. It's ingrained, it's nostalgic, it's beautiful. I'm glad I saw it again. Now I'm doing a video about it. Awesome. Okay, go check it out. Great movie. Tell me your thoughts. This is The Moments channel. I am your host. See you next time.